locked up out here in Covington, and you get sentenced to what?
That 10 do 2.
10 do 2. And what year is this?
I want to say 2013. No, 2012 when I got caught. 2012.
2012.
Because we did it in 2009. We busted checks in 2009. And they came to my grandma's house looking for me like 2010. And I had went on a run. I went in. And I didn't think that at the time that she would have one had, because I didn't nobody know where my grandmama lived. How do you people come? I went to my grandma's house one night and she like, "Damn, you seen all the police?" I'm like, "What police?" She's like, "Man, it was 100 police just looking for you here." She said, "I don't know how you missed them." And so I hurried up and got in the house. So
yeah.
I grabbed me some stuff. Boom, I dipped.
Gone.
Go to my homegirl Jessica house. I tell her, I'm like, "Man, the police looking for me, man. I need to chill for me." She's like, "You know, you go in there, sleep in the living room." I'm like, "Cool." I went and chilled over.
Hold on, what Jessica look like?
Her name Jessica Redpress. She kind of brown, thick. She got daughter KK, son Mackay. Yeah, she to go with Alabra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she cool.
You on the run for 3 years. How is life on the run?
It was crazy, bro. How I'm trying to avoid the police at all costs. Like I'm walking this. I'm staying here and there. You know, I'm scared. I go to my grandma's house to see her. But I'm trying to avoid the police. I got locked up while they were looking for me, but they didn't catch me. I got locked up for the girl named Zakia's sister had got me locked up on the simple bag, trying to fight me, running up on me swinging, and I grabbed her hands and pushed her back like, "Man, move!" And she hit herself.
Yeah.
And she said I hit her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Man, you running up on me trying to hit me? I just push you back."
Yeah.
But they locked me up simple bag. But the girl I was dealing with came and got me out. Soon they gave me a bond. They went to court that morning. They gave me that bond. She came and got me. They didn't catch it. So later I ended up getting caught fucking with. I got caught leaving leaving Zakia's house to go get some weed. I was looking for my partner Five. I was asked the girl, "I know what Five at." She like, "I'm gonna give you his number." I had walked past her and I like, "Where Five at?" She like, "I'm gonna give you a number." So I turned back around. And I had saw the police ride past us when I asked her. He went to the corner, turned back around, came back up. He went to Allison Court, turned back around. So I ain't thinking that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking gonna ride past her.
Yeah.
So she standing there giving me the number. But he told me later, he said, I was thinking she was gonna be the one who was dirty or with the one or something. Cause I've been seeing her all day. I just walked up, bro. I just walked up. I'm like, "What Five?" And I asked for the number. She gave me the number. He put it, "Both y'all give me y'all ID." That's how he pulled up. That's how I got caught. I ended up being gone. I stayed in Newton County, I think 17 months, and I went down to Jackson. I know I stayed in Newton County 18 months. We went down to Jackson.
Okay, hold on right there, cause now it's 2013.
Yeah.
Now the last time you was at Jackson was back.
No, bro. I'm sorry. It was 2011 when I got locked up because the dude in there crying about, "I don't want to be here when 2012 is." It's kind of probably in the end of the world. I just thought about that. It was 2011. It was white dude in there going ballistic, bro. Yeah. Like, "I don't want to be here when 2012 is." I'm like, man. But yo, 2011, I got out 2012.
Okay, so when you go to Jackson this time, it's 2011. 2012. Okay, 2012. Okay, so now it has been the last time you was at Jackson.
I had never been to Jackson. I went to Coastal.
Okay, because Coastal was the diagnostic. Okay, so tell me how Jackson is at this time.
At this time, I had experience on the cell, like on 2-man cell. Yeah. He got bars.
Yeah.
I had never been nowhere but a little country town.
Yeah.
With like this actual prison and
active
and a whole bunch of all the way around the thing. You see them cells, upstairs bars.
Yeah.
You know, and niggas, it look like a real live kennel.
Yeah.
It look like a real live kennel, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got from that kennel. Human kennel.
Cause I remember I was at that, but that was back in 97, 98. I remember being I was on the run around. How would you describe the temperature though?
It was was definitely gang infested.
Yeah, because now we have that spike in it's gangland.
Yeah,
it's gangland.
GDs was not as prevalent then.
Yeah,
you had more GF, Blood, Crip. They were trying to stand on something, but it was more like Blood was the dominant. Blood and GF were really like the dominant shit.
Yeah,
you know, cause Goodfellas was taking off.
Yeah,
you know, shout out to my boy Osama, man, Frank.
Yeah.
It was that shit was, you know, and I'm just hearing about it. You know, I didn't even know like the history. I'm like, what the GF? I ain't never heard of none of this shit. You know, cause me, I'm not tuned in. Yeah, I'm not trying to be a part. I'm trying to lead this shit. I don't want to, you know, I done got caught up on the humbug.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know, I'm trying to be a part of this. You know,
get the hell on. Yeah.
You know, I'm getting older, man. I don't want to be a part of this shit.
Cause you how old at this time?
I was 2011. I had just turned 41.
Oh yeah, you're a grown guy. You're a grown man. You're a grown man.
No, I'm sorry, my brother. My mind's so bad. I was born 74. 2011. But I can't even do the math. I'm high, man. I can't do the math. But I was grown enough to not be injecting myself into the bullshit and being a part of it, and I knew that.
Do you see anybody get active while you at Jackson at this time?
I seen I seen GL niggas. It was a lot of GL niggas from Atlanta, and me being from Atlanta, it was a lot of them I would talk to. You know, they'd come talk to me, especially young niggas. You know, I'm from the West Side.
So GF is Goodfellas.
Goodfellas,
and they are originated in Atlanta.
The niggas who started it, they out Atlanta.
Okay.
You know, a couple of them they still locked up. Like they got my boy Osama. B was talking about Osama. Dude from Dear Loud. Him had bro on Matt. I talked to Dude some months ago. He had called him and Doe called me with Dude on the phone. And I talked to Dude for a minute. I think Dude's phone number might be in him.
He's still on High Mac?
Yeah, he in Jackson when I talked to him.
So that who Lil B was talking about.
Yeah.
He did some music.
When he said he was down there with Brian Nickel and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know Brian Nickel was still here.
Yeah.
But yeah, he it was a lot of them down there.
Okay, so you say GF get into it with somebody.
They would like bump head with the Mexicans, cause they were eating blood would eat each other, and that was sickening to me to just see them do that. I'm like y'all want to eat together, y'all eat on each other. Like it didn't take nothing for them to turn on each other. Like they ain't have no red box, niggas in there struggling. You know
what's a red box?
Well, a red box is where all blood. Make sure ain't no blood gonna go without nothing.
Okay,
they not gonna. It gonna be no dire straight for none of the homies. Always gonna be right.
Yeah.
So and place that I done been to, it wasn't no structure with that. But GD always had that structure everywhere I went. I'm like, damn, why? But then I thought about you got all these different sets that came out. You got 20 Gang, 21, all these new factions that branched off, and everybody, you got nigga 20-some years old, 30 come out here OG.
Yeah.
Bro, you ain't got no stain that really did. You gonna call a body.
Yeah.
A humble body.
Yeah.
Now you an OG.
Yeah.
Cause you don't got a light with that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, that shit was stupid. So I just wasn't about to be risking.
Yeah. But how does life look as a civilian in that temperament?
I was able to maneuver because my affiliation.
Right.
So, but I didn't never have no
real
problem. I never had a problem.
Right.
Neither be and thank God it ain't got nothing to do with me being this Superman ass dude. But it just with I guess my aura, how I move. I'm not playing with nobody.
Yeah.
We grown.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna show you the same respect you give me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's how I always operate. And even to the day, that's what my granddad instilled in me. You know, men don't play. I tried to play with him as a kid. I think I was like 6 or 7. So he still on the shit at me.
Yeah.
Men don't play. And I'm a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Men don't play.
Yeah.
And he did me like that, and that stuck with me.
While you're at Jackson, is your grandmama still alive?
Yeah, my grandmother passed 2023. She rolled that beard out with me, bro.
Just
I just lost her at 23, man.
What was y'all conversation like? What was y'all relationship though during this time?
It was me, honestly, me doing a lot of wine and grind. I'm ready to come home.
Yeah.
It was a lot of that shit. Because, you know, I was always able to whine to her. I was always able to be a baby to this lady. Even, regardless of all that hard shit niggas see on this side and I'm doing out here in these streets, she didn't know a lot of the stuff until after I got locked up. When she started, people started talking about it.
Right.
And I was like, I can't believe I heard some stuff like. And she would, like, prior to me getting locked up, she said she would hear people on the bus when she going to work talking about stuff I'm doing in the neighborhood. Like, she would hear that. But she didn't connect it to me. She would hear, Big D done did this, Big D done did that. She didn't connect it to me.
Yeah.
So, but when I got locked up, that's when she started putting stuff together. But our relationship was, she always been my backbone and always told me something positive. I always try to get something positive out of it because I put myself there. Cause I always was able to get out. Even the many times I've been locked up, I was always able to get out on bum, bro. Except for this one time. Cause anytime it took money to get me out, they were gonna come get me. Yeah, bro. I messed around and I got a bond. I think my bond was like $50,000. It was $500,000 was gonna be $50,000 to get out. So I had called my grandma and she was like, boy, now you know I don't have that kind of money doing this. So I'm trying to press my uncle, my dad and them, and then me and him had already had beef. He had just bummed me out for the Mac 11 shit in April. Yeah. So now this June I'm locked back up. And when
Mac 11 shit?
I had shooting at a dude in February 1996.
Okay, yeah.
And I got locked up. I stayed locked up from February to April 20. But this time, damn, that kind of throw me. Where I was, my grandma.
She'd always 50,000.
Yeah, so my bond is high, and I'm trying to ask my auntie, my mama older sister. She like, boy, I asked her about putting a house up because they had that house out there in California. She said, I want to put my house up to get one of my kids out. Yeah, so, you know, you definitely know. Yeah. And I always been a black sheep to her anyway. Yeah, she mad. She resented my grandmama because my grandmama raised me, and my grandmama had her when she was like 15. So during that time, during the 50s, 40s and 50s, my auntie, my grandmama being a young lady, not married, she had to give this baby to her mama's sister. So her mama's sister raised my auntie. Okay. So she always resented my grandmama for that, and I never knew it until prior to my grandmama passing. My grandmama telling me a lot of stories about, you know, my auntie and my grandmama raised me. She was always trying to get me, send it back to her mama. Always send it back to her mama. Everything, send it back to her mama. Always, but she knew my mama was going through a thing with drug addiction, and then she was she was already having a hard time with my little brother and sister and them, and trying to kick her drug habit. You know, my dad was during the time my stepdad, he was on drug, but he hadn't got off, so he trying to make sure maintain the family, hold them down. Cause he's an ex-user and his wife still using. Yeah. So he was going through that right there, but he held it down all the way to the end, man. I shout out to Cuba, man. I missed that dude. He passed on 22, man, right for my grandma.
How long do you stay at Jackson?
Like 4 weeks. About maybe 5 weeks.
Okay. And then where you go after that?
They buzzer called me, parole me out. I had no clue, bro. They just came out of nowhere. I had no clue. I wasn't even expecting. I was ready to go. I had maybe 7 months left. Yeah. I had been in Newton County about 18, 19 months. Yeah. So I had been sitting there. I'm like, shit, I going down here, get this shit over with. Yeah. I hadn't got fat, bigger head than that motherfucker in the county eating that shit. So when I got to Jackson, I had did most of my tests. Then they called me back out to go to the same place, and the lady had already been tripping on movies up there early because she thought I was in line talking. She had threatened to send me back. I'm like, I wasn't talking. Yeah. So when I came back, she said, I thought I told you to go on back. You don't supposed to be. I'm like, they just called. Ain't nobody call you up here. I'm like, they just called me. So the counselor heard the commotion. She came out. She like adding my name, and I told her. She like, yeah, come here. So I'm like, what's wrong? I said, I already did my test. She said, I know you're happy. You're happy. I'm like, about what? She said, you go home on Monday. And it was like Wednesday. I was like, what? She like, yeah, you go home Monday. I was like, well, my stomach did. I was like, man, I was drunk walking back to the thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Could not sleep.
Why are you there? Do you have any communication with your child?
No.
Do they even know where you at?
I mean, my baby mama didn't have no communication at that time. Me and her got back in contact when I got out. That's when she asked me to move back down there. Cause she tricked me saying, if you move back down here, help me with Madison, I'm gonna try to when summer break, I'm gonna come to try to find a spot in Atlanta. We're gonna move. I'm like, for real? Went down there, got down there, been down about 3 months, 4 months. She come home and say, you know they got a new job position in New Mexico. Cause she worked for ICE during that time. She had left GDC, and just when ICE was just not taking off.
Yeah.
And she tripping on all the Mexicans and shit, and I be fucking with her.
Yeah.
So she like, they got new job openings in New Mexico, and I'm like, what you mean? She's like, yeah, you can stay here with Madison, and I just send money back here cause they paying more. And I'm like, nah, that wasn't the agreement.
Yeah.
You probably been coming up there to try to get her. Well, me and Madison like, cause one of the twin had to move with the dad. The boy twin moved with the dad because he was too bad down there. He was doing shit. So the girl was still there, but she was hiding the ass. She ended up getting pregnant when I left.
Yeah.
So we had to put cameras up in the house. Cause one morning I was taking Madison to school when I had came back to the house to get some, and I just saw a little boy walking out our driveway. So in my mind, like, he must have came from the house there, cause our driveway was like right at these people house. He must have came out their backyard. I didn't think that the little boy just came out our yard.
Yeah.
So Christy said, nah, I'll be putting the chain, and she got like vanity doors in her bedroom that go to the back deck. She put a fucking bike chain around it, thinking that this gonna keep the door from me. I said, Christy, why I did? I turned both of the locks in like this and slid the chain off. She like, I like, yeah, that's how she doing it. So we ended up having to put the thing on the door. It make the noise when it open, and she tried. She kept till she got pregnant. And now she got a baby.
How long are you out before you go back to America?
Maybe about 6-7 months, because the probation officer came to my grandma's house that I unexpectedly caused a lot of, because my grandmama stayed in the senior living. She moved. Mm-hmm. She had moved from Shamrock to a senior living. So I had used her address because when I paroled out to my ex-girlfriend address, I had been there maybe 2 months, and I came home one day and she just had moved, bro. I had been out looking for a job, been out in Cobb County, came home, like a bando. I'm like, damn. And she had let me use the address. Yeah. So I called the girls I killed and told her, and she like, man, you come stay with me. Yeah. I'm like, what? And she stayed with her mom. I'm like, what? She like, yeah, you come stay with me. I was like, man, I appreciate that. That's why I liked her, but I was like, man, cause I was in a situation where, and that's why I tried to show her, like, I fuck with you. But then she was cut through the head. Man, she was super cut through. She,
Okay, so you go to America, that don't work out. How long are you in America?
I'm coming back and forth because I got probation. I got to carry the Greyhound back up here. That was the conflict came between me and my. You can't keep going up there every moment. Like, but I'm on probation up there. Yeah. I got to. It just got to the point where I came back and I just didn't go back. I ended up moving to Pleasantdale Road with my cousin. So I moved out there.
How is your relationship with your daughter this time?
When I was there, we had, that's when the bond, we really had a chance to bond, combing her hair and spend a lot of time with, we going places, just me and her. I taken her to the studio. Mind you, before I left America, I was in a contract with her baby dad, because he was a music promoter and producer down in America. Yeah. They had me in a 12-month contract. Okay. The contract had went out, but I came back down and just the niggas who I was dealing with, I was in a rap group called Cool Jock and the Flop. So the niggas, they were still doing the music. When I came, I just fell back in the groove. Yeah. I was back down there. Yeah. And by this time, they hadn't added the white boy named Hard Time 229. And the white boy, he was ill. I'm like, man, this nigga raw. He was raw than the black dude. Yeah. And, me and him started doing a lot of work. And we recorded some songs together, man. And Madison would be at the studio with me. I always taking her with him. Yeah. And we bonded. But then when I left, came back, that's when it became an issue. She didn't want to, like, in the beginning, it was cool when I first came back, because she thought I was going to come back. But then when I seen how she was trying to act, I'm like, man, I ain't coming back now. Man. Yeah. You lying anyway. You talking about you going to try to find a spot up here.
Yeah, you finna go to New Mexico.
Yeah, but she never left, but she was just trying to trick me to stay down there. Yeah. And I wasn't going to go for plus the nigga who she ended up marrying was locked up too. I just thought that was one reason why she called me back down.
So she got a thing for niggas that's locked up?
I have no clue. I'm just glad she didn't have no thing for me. That's why I was so glad.
Yeah. Okay, so now is that your last time going to chain gang?
Yeah.
Okay. Last run in with the police.
Now I had a couple of more. You know, I done had on high speed chases. Even
since then.
February, bro.
This fresh.
But I'm out now on some shit out there in Paul County.
You out going now?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it was just some shit. Me panic. You know, I'm dirty. And then they got shit. He like, man, you running about this little ass weed, man. You running about this weed, man. Really?
Yeah.
And my license submitted too, so I was like,
so
that was, yeah, and then, but I had got away, I crashed on my street, bro, and I was embarrassed. I'm like, man, here we go. And my neighbor, don't nobody know nothing about me. My neighbor was quiet. I crashed into the curb on my street trying to avoid a car when I first turned.
So you done took a car.
Yeah, and then this how good God is, bro. The insurance wasn't gonna even pay the shit because I wasn't on the insurance.
Right.
Somehow we sent it to the African, and they went on and paid everything. I don't know how it happened, but they were like, oh, nah, when they got the police report, they were like, oh, nah, he wasn't on the insurance. But then somehow it, because of my license suspended, I couldn't be on the insurance.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I got the drive.
Yeah.
I got blessed and they fixed it. The truck I'm driving right now.
How long your license been suspended?
Since 21. I caught a super speeder in Florida, bro, coming back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Man. And when I caught that super speeder, that did.
You can take that.
Hold on one second. You good though. Hello? What do you do, my bro? Yeah, I'm not. I'm on the east side, bro. I ain't even on that side. Man. Yeah. Say, look, I got you.
All right. So your license. So this is why I'm staring, cause before I do anything, I figure out how I'm gonna get out of it. So if I ride in the car by myself or I ride in the car with somebody else, this first thing I ask myself, what happened if the police pull me over? What I'm gonna do?
You know, I never think like that. I think this how I think. Everything about my car legit. And the reason why I got pulled over the last time is because I illegally went around the car. And then you know how you had this thing in the back of your mind tell you how something is going to play out.
Mm-hmm.
Right before you do it, I had this something. It was a car going so slow in front of me. Man, I'm trying to get back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a winding country road. I see two Suburbans coming over the hill way ahead. But I really, in the color, I'm used to seeing black and white because it's Douglasville. These are gold colors. I'm not thinking that these are police cars. Soon as I go around the car illegal, I see the light, top of both of the cars just lit up. I was like, so I went past them. I just said, I'm not about to stop. Cause it's a 2-lane highway. They got to try to maneuver them big ass truck to turn around.
This something you come up with, then you already got it conditioned in your mind.
Right then, I said, I gotta go. And I had got all the way to my street, bro. I had done left these police. If I hadn't tried.
What you were riding in?
That GMC I'm riding in right now. It got this, it's a V6, and it got the sport mode on it. I put it in sport mode. I just let it do what you do.
People say sport mode. I just think a nigga putting up the little thing on their crops, my nigga.
No, I'm talking about hit the master button and work them gears.
Yeah. All right, so you got an open charge. It's minor.
Yeah, it's minor. And then the police so cool. Cause he like, man, I don't even pull cars. Or he asking the part like, tell him, man, I ain't pulling no car on myself. It's white dude too.
Like, you done forced the guy.
Man, he like, man, you was just pulled up. I was gonna tell you not to do that. He said I was just gonna tell you not to do. Don't go around the car like that, man.
So when or does the paradigm ever shift? And by that, when do we get into full civilian mode? Or do we ever see that?
The conditions of which I came up in, bro, it's hard for me to play that role. like
we're gonna have a conversation.
we will, but like it's so hard. Like as much as I want to do right and live accordingly to, cause not only do I have a battle with just trying to live right in society, I have a spiritual battle as well.
Yeah.
With the Creator, cause a lot of stuff that I be doing in my mind, I be like, man, I know this shit messed up, but I got to do this. Just like the player at the college I got.
Yeah.
Like I know, but this is a way that I gotta keep. You know, I'm not out here hustling no drugs like chemical stuff.
Yeah.
It's just some flowers, some plants.
Yeah.
You know, that how I reason.
Let me give you my, cause we did just about the same amount of time. Damn near. You're a little older than me. Same.
You like 96 too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 96 to 06. So I'm 48. So while I was in chain gang, bro, I used to be dreaming that I was free. Bro, I could smell the flowers. Nigga, you know how you put your nose over some grape Kool-Aid?
Mm-hmm.
I could smell the grape Kool-Aid. My mouth would get watered, bro. I could just, everything was just so vivid. And then I would wake up against that cold wall.
Yeah.
And I used to hate to be woke up, bro. That shit used to bother me. Like, please don't wake. If you see me, man, let me sleep, child. Let me sleep.
Yeah.
So this was just something I just always dealt with. And then I'm on the street, but I wasn't ticketed. I just came home and I have got on the fuck shit to the point where I'm talking about.
Back at it. Yeah.
Hey man, like
I
never up. And then this the crazy part, bro. I'm laying on the nigga. I had ice cream truck, bro. I watched the nigga for 30 days. I know what his habits. I know when it's
you're real.
I'm laying down with a nigga I was at asshole with, and we ended up being out, bro. I already know. I'm gonna slap the shit out of the little girl. I'm just telling what my mindset is. You see what I'm saying?
You ready to go there. I get that.
Bro, I'm in there. I got my phone on silent. My youngest child in there now, but my child that was born while I was locked up, she called me while I'm in the midst of some fuck shit, bro. She said, Dad, I'm ready to go to school. I got broke down right there. I'm in an abandoned house. The nigga who I'm robbing, he like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you? I said, bro, I'm already SB 440. If I go down, child, I ain't never getting out. It's over with, child. It's over. I think you just missed 9 years out of Charlotte life. What the fuck you doing? So I just started catching myself, but then catching myself was staying away from the strong arm shit. So I'm like, I got some more shit going on. Then I said, if I do good with this bad, I'm gonna be in a better place.
You can balance.
I could balance it. Then guess what? I started having dreams again. But now the dreams is I'm in jail. I'm talking about vivid, shout. I can taste. You know that stupid ass toothpaste. That chalk taste it. I can taste it. Them fucking oranges. I can taste it. I can taste it in my mouth, bro. And I'm just like, nigga. So then in the dream, I'm just riding in the car and I get pulled over. Nigga, it's a dead body in the back. And then I'm like, hey man, that ain't my body. They're like, your ass going to jail. Then next thing you know, I go through the whole I keep having these nightmares, bro, to the point where again, man, anxiety, bro, my country so fucked up, and then I ain't all the way right. I'm still semi, and then one day, bro, I just said, bro, I can't do this shit no more. I'm talking about, and we'll talk off air, but I had some shit going, bro. I just started throwing shit out the window. But mind you, at the time, bro, I got a house in Hill. I got dope boy bills. And I said to myself, I said, man, I can grind in any environment. I got to go all the way legit. And it's going to hurt. I had to move back to my mama's house. Then I moved back to my dad's house. While I'm at my dad's house get kicked in. Niggas think I got some money. They come in. Luckily, I wasn't even there. Because if I'd been there, it would have been something weird, nigga. And I said, bro, I ain't even really doing. I said, bro, you got to let all this shit go. I said, you got to get out. And it going to be hard. I said to myself, if I just grind legit, nigga, I'm gonna grind legit. Simple as that. I can't break. So now it started bothering me. I gotta be able to look myself in the mirror. Most importantly, I gotta make sure shouting them don't see that bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
And I think if I had an opportunity to have my baby around like that, bro, I think that would have helped me.
It probably would.
Cause when I had her up here, when the first time she ever came up here, I think Madison was like 8 or 9 when she was able to, like me and her, until we got on the train, and she was like, she had never been on a train.
Yeah.
Seeing airplanes just closed, like we rode by College Park. She was able to see stuff like that. It was just where she was acting to it. We went Red Lobster, like stuff like that. So I would that was one day. My baby mama took her back. She came up here to see her homegirl who had moved up here to Atlanta. That's the only reason why I got to see her that day.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, why you over there seeing her? Let me get mad at you. You know, that's how that day went. So,
bro, they make you stand up, and daughters is different from sons. But okay, so right now we're at a place where you done put. When I talk to you at the studio, when I text you, leaving one place, going to the studio, you sent me music. I'm like, bro, this shit goddamn rhyme for real. He ain't just goddamn playing around. Like, this shit really got different levels. So you could tell when nigga don't. I'm like, bro, I hear all types of shit. Then I said, nigga, this the anthem right here.
I appreciate
like,
it,
really got some
man.
shit going on.
What
does tomorrow look like for you?
Bro, you know, I live one day at a time, man, because tomorrow's never promised. So I try to make a mark every day, you know, just in case I don't make it here tomorrow. But I don't look, I as much as I want, because a man cannot just say, what I want to do in the future is in my mind, but tomorrow's never promised to nobody, man. So I put all the things that I want to do and want to make happen. Yeah, I got all my dreams and aspirations and things that I want to do, but I'm trying to put them together on how I can execute them to the best of my ability before I leave here. That's my whole thing. I want all the plans that I have. I want to be able to do because I don't want to just have my people when I'm out of here, they still working hard. I want to leave something that way. They don't nothing to squander away, but something that y'all can live off of and try to build and leave for them and continue this on. Because I want to build generational wealth. In other words, that's what I'm trying to do.
Look, the name of my page, bro, is Best Day of My Life. It's not by chance. And then the way that I spell day is not with the Y.
Yeah,
the I. So the beginning of my name. So the thing is,
I had people that.
I already know. Yeah. But I had time where I was driving in the box truck. I was just like, man, I closed my eyes for 6 seconds. Like, man, fuck this shit, man. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? Like, for real, on more than, I go to therapy every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Like, for real, I sit down. But I say it's the best day of my life, bro, because it's positive energy. And it don't matter where I'm at or what's going on. How you doing, Mr. Buck? Shit, best day of my life. I don't know how to get no better. God, I got to slow down. So, when I put this energy into the universe got the responsibility to respond back.
Just like when you say you put out positive affirmations.
That's it. I got to. Back. And I do it with the kids that I deal with the grown people I deal with. Somebody just got sentenced to anger management. They call me. Well, they don't understand that we about to come through a life formation type action. Like, I'm not about to give you some answers and then you give them back to me. I'm going to really take this.
Yeah.
And you're going to really add to your life.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So then, I can't live, and like I say, we'll talk about that, but to live these dreams, these visions that I have, my nigga, they go past this week. These motherfuckers go for forever. And in the second quarter, I'm fighting for a victory in the fourth quarter. But I see it. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's the best day of my life or not, nigga, it's the best day of my life, and I'm gonna stick to it. When the end comes, I ain't gonna know.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I like that outlook too, man.
Amen.
And I respect that. I wish I could just get my vision like that. You know, I wish I could just start looking at stuff.
This is the thing. When we talk, and you reminded me of who you were, what's the first thing I said? The first thing I said,
I remember you, bro. You got that. You ain't play no game.
Simple as that. This 30 years ago. Yeah. This 30 years ago. That's the first thing. Because at first I was like, man, who the fuck? And I started looking.
I was listening to you. I was listening to when you were interviewing B. I'm like, man, I know this. I know, bro, man. I know this, man. And then when I went to your page and I saw it now, I was like, man, this my boy, man.
Yeah. My point is that from 30 years ago, when we see each other, we talk, the first thing that popped in my mind is shout about that business. That nigga not finna play with your ass and he finna draw the line in the sand from the get-go. Get what?
Appreciate it.
I don't know nothing else. I don't want to know nothing else. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. So,
I get that.
So when I talk to you on air, off air, shit, that's the nigga I know. That's who I'm fucking with.
I thank you, my brother. And that's why so much love and respect for you, bro. You always know that. It was like, but see, it was like that when we was in there. Even though y'all was younger than that, you all, even though you kicked the bullshit with E Run, T Baby, you were always the voice of reason, bro. Even though you were laughing and bullshit. You be like, now y'all niggas stupid as hell, man. That was stupid as hell, bro. You would always tell nigga how stupid they were. You were always like, you had no problem. How you ever take it? Yeah, like, bro, come on, bro. You know that was really stupid, bro. Yeah. Like, you would do that, and you were one of the rare young dudes that were able to point out stupid shit niggas were doing, bro.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna tell you, and that's why I tell a handful of people, bro. I look good with a pair of joints on, but I'm a fool ass Scottie Pippen. I just want the victory.
Yeah, by any means, I win.
I just gotta win. I gotta win.
That was my attitude when I went in with bruh, trying to help him. Man, I had my girlfriend, bro. We putting sleeves in these jewel cases for him next CD, bro. I'm talking about boxes by hand. For him, then we got to put the CDs in here by hand, bro. We got burners in the room, burning CDs, bro. Like we wasn't getting paid. It's just love, man. 'Cause I believe in the movement, bro.
Passion. Look, so right now.
Hold up, excuse me. And I had no placements on this. Not one beat on here belonged to me. And I was still trying to make sure my nigga.
Backbone.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I created a page. It's called Power to All People. And you blessed me with the music. So I got your music. If you listen to this, go to that page, subscribe to that page. But if them people really want to hear like some real Atlanta, like some real music, but man, what's the name of your YouTube? What's the Instagram? How can these people get in contact with you?
Well, you can follow me at DUI Music. Stand for Dreaming Unique Ideas. It's spelled MUZIK. The music is. You can follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm the real Don Rug on Instagram and Don Rug on Facebook. But with the music, as far as the music go, and I got a brand I'm pushing with the clothes too. Yeah. So I should have brought some of that stuff, man. You know, I was moving so fast.
Yeah. So who do all your graphic art on your page?
I do this. I told him.
So you do. Man, we got motherfucking talk. So you do the graphic art, you do the music.
I design my clothes and everything.
Hey man.
Yeah, I do all that. And this now she's a big help to me too now. Yeah, like right here. She always, man, from day one. You know, her birthday 2 days after mine.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Lil B. Man, you is kicking platinum records to the side.
And that's another thing, you know, B-rap.
Like, he ain't rapping no more.
But see, he can write.
He do a lot of shit.
Yeah,
and then he probably ain't got in the right environment, but you know, nigga be getting past 40, we be feeling like we can't get.
Bro, I still be recording. I be at home. I like this shit freestyle, bro. Yeah. Or some shit I wrote in prison. Shit that you might hear. Like, I got a lot of songs I wrote in prison. I done came home because I had the beat in my head. I make the beat. Like a song got called The Hunger. I wrote that in 2005 right before I got out, man.
Hey man, I think the people need to see you cooking up these beats, man. I think y'all need to go to that page, man. So
yeah, that she been telling me, man. You can be on it.
Just cooking up. Cooking up. Once a day, just cook up. That's it. This right here, I'm gonna spread this video out for 5 days. You don't even understand.
I appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate you, man. You know how it is.
Look, I'm gonna end this interview, bro, but I feel like goddamn I done ran back into one of my goddamn kinfolk.